Good evening, everybody. Let's see where we are. How do I get that off there? So, how are we doing? Welcome to my page, Gail Abbey Fitness. That's what I want to say. I haven't been live on this page for a while. I'm just checking in with how it sounds. Can you hear me? I haven't been live on this page for a while. Yeah. Just checking in with how it sounds. Okay, so let's see. Let me So if anyone wants to come on and have a little chat, I can bring your comments up. And trying to get rid of that one. Show, not show. That's it. Okay, cool, we're there. Who's coming on? Drop into the chat if you're watching. It's a bit squeaky, isn't it? Sounds like I'm riding a bicycle. Let me just see what's... Hang on. Is that better? Stop the squeak. How's that stop the squeak? No, not really. Can still hear myself squeaking a bit. So I'll have to tweak that because, to say, I haven't been on for a while. It sounds like I'm on a bad seesaw. So I know why. Possibly. Is it because, tell me if it stopped squeaking. Possibly because I was on it as well. So anyway, I've come on to, just before I start to teach my yoga, just to say hi and welcome to Gail Abbey Fitness page, to let you know what I've got on at the moment. And also to give you 3 tips if you're thinking about starting your fat loss program for summer. If you're thinking about that, you need to start addressing any winter poundage that you've put on, then just drop into the comments and I will send you some messages. I am developing a strength and conditioning manual at the moment, and that'll be going out to people if you drop me a message, and I can send out stuff about training, and that's a free thing I'm doing at the moment. That will be done possibly by the end of this week, beginning of next week. But I wanted to come on and tell you about my Summer Fit program. My Summer Fit is a nutrition and weight loss plan based around strength training, because that's my specialization, along with nutrition coach and strength training and yoga. So those 3 things really are my forte. And I've taken all the qualifications for prenatal and post-menopause, perimenopause. So ladies, really, it's you I'm looking for on this. I have created many nutrition programs and plans in the past, and some of you will have been on them. And this one is another one that is about basing it around strength of body and mind, but it's not like anything I've done before. It's very different, completely different. But if you're thinking about starting off, then we have the 2 different types of plans. If you are local to me in Lichfield, you could come into my studio, which is outside, not here. This is my indoor studio. But you could come to my outdoor studio and join in the small group strength training class that I have every Sunday morning with a strong group of girls who are determined to make a difference to their body and mind and be accountable to the others and share their stories with each other and have that support that many of us need. You know, statistics say that when you are training with a group of people like that, a small group like that, that you are more likely to succeed. So if this sounds like something that's you're up for, then again, drop me a message. It's on a Sunday if you live local to Lichfield, and it is an hour class, and then you have a 45-minute class. You're weighed, you're measured. You then go and listen to my talk, my advice, where we actually all swap advice and we all swap stories. And I lead that with the motivation, or pick up on any of the tips that you have asked me for throughout the week, because you'll be on the WhatsApp program, the WhatsApp group, and then you'll get 2 live talks as well in the week, Tuesday, Thursday morning for 15 minutes like this, so we can interact. Drop into the message if you've if you are on here and you want anything, and I can see. Let's have a look. So where are we? Okay, so yeah. So there we are. I can see it now. So just checking it's still on, because as I say, I haven't been on for a while doing this. Now then, the other side of that, we have an online program called the Summerfit Online Program, and you'd get 3 videos a week, 1 flexibility, 1 strength, and then during that time, you would get 1 video that would take you to the gym. If you're a gym goer, you're going to get a video that would be your personal program to take it to the gym, okay? And that's what happens on the online. You have exactly the same as the others then, with the 15-minute class twice a week. You'd be following the same plan, but you would just be online doing this rather than coming face-to-face to me, which obviously everybody can't come to me. You're not local. Now, what I want to chat about, just 3 points that kind of get you started, because what I find is that people overcomplicate when they're trying to lose weight, and they get overwhelmed and they panic on what the things they've got to do, and then they get a week in and say, no, I can't do the lot. Well, you know, usually it's on what people have thought about weight loss before, and what they've had to do, and when they've failed, that's what they start to do again. That's the normal thing that people fall into, what they knew, what they picked up before, and they start again. But it hasn't worked for you before, so you don't need to do that one. We changed that one. You're going to change that one. So whatever you've done before and failed on, don't try and pick it up. Don't try and work it out yourself. And that's why you need somebody to give you help and support, because they're going to give you a different method to do it. As I say, most people think they've got to do so much. And one of the things that people think they've got to do is loads and loads of exercise. Need to go to the gym. They see somebody, for example, like me, a trainer who absolutely loves exercise, can't wait to get to the gym, love to be there. It's really something I enjoy a lot, but I do it for my headspace. I don't do it to lose weight, okay? I do it for strength because I love to feel stronger, and then I do it for headspace at the same time. So they're the 2 reasons why. Now, don't look at your trainer and think you've got to do that to lose weight, because you haven't. Weight loss is a lot easier than that, a heck of a lot easier than that, okay? Mainly, it's all down, you need to be tracking. Now, one of the things I can't stand doing is tracking on the scales. Can't stand getting on scales. Why? Because you know, we have a different lifestyle every week, don't we? We're very fortunate. We have very fortunate lifestyles. We can go out, we can go and see friends, we can go to the supermarket, we can pick up a Christmas dinner tomorrow if we wanted and have that. Whereas, you know, years ago, I'd be waiting for Christmas to eat a Christmas dinner. But now we've got everything and we can overeat quite easily. So it's important to know exactly what we're eating more than ever. And this is, I suppose, why restaurants have started to put the calorie counts on the restaurant thing, because on the restaurant menu, because we never knew before what we were having. And aren't you surprised now when you see that amount of calories that you have in these places? And they're not for us to be fearful, they're just for us to be more aware of how things are cooked and what energy expenditure, how many calories we're burning as to how many calories we're taking in is. And obviously, to lose weight, we need a deficit. You cannot overeat calories and under move. Let me say the word move, not exercise. So under move. And what we need to know is how to do that. So what we do on our plan is make sure you understand how to do that. You understand how to track simply the most simplest way of what you're eating, and just to get an idea so that you always know exactly what sort of energy input you're putting in, your calorie input to your energy output. So there, how we do it, by tracking and by knowing and understanding. This is education, remember. Remember, like if you've got a business or you've got anything household and you aren't tracking and taking control of your finances and know what you're spending per week, how easy would it be for it to go out of control and you not have a clue and to have an empty bank account at the end of the week? It's exactly the same with your food. If you haven't got a clue what you're doing with your food and what's going in, you're going to have, like, you know, extra calories there that you haven't burnt off, without a doubt, like I say, because food products, you know, are loaded with sugars and fats unless you're eating pure natural foods. So the other thing is they start tracking steps, okay? And one thing that they say, you'll go on anywhere, they'll say 10,000 steps a day, 10,000 steps a day. Well, if you're only doing 3,000, when you suddenly become aware, it's going to throw you out. You're going to have a panic and you're going to think, I can't do it. And then again, you're going to go, bang, I'm not doing that. I can't do that. It's all overwhelming. I've got to track this food. I've got to track these steps, and I haven't got time for that. Well, you have, because we have time management as well in this to show you how you can make the time, just those 15 minutes a day to understand that, okay? Just those 15-minute walks to get those steps up, and not to go from 3,000 to 10,000, just to encourage you, and then you'll see the weight start to come off. Because if I said go out from 3,000 and I want you to do 10,000 every day now, not only would you feel like overwhelmed and where you're going to fit that in time-wise, you'd feel shattered because you haven't been used to doing that amount of steps. And that would be just like throwing, instead of me asking you to lift a 2 kilo weight, I'm going to throw you a 10 kilo weight and say, start doing that today and start doing it now. And you couldn't lift it off the floor. It'd be pointless. And it's the same with asking somebody to go from 3,000 steps on their step count to 10,000 overnight. So you'd want to slowly build that up and consistently build it up. Consistency is the key word, remember. So they're the things. Portion control we need as well. Portion control, tracking, okay, and steps. So there's 3 things that you can start to get going, and you will lose weight just by doing those things, without a doubt, remember. Okay, I'm going to go off now because I'm due in a yoga class. If you've got any questions, pop them into the chat. I'm very happy to answer them, whether you want to join the Summer Fit plan or not. Okay, see you soon. And I'll promise, if it's squeaking and peeping, I'll get it sorted.